This episode is brought to you by Shade Eyewear.
Now, you on the YouTube might be wondering, why are three blokes wearing sunnies indoors?
Three best mates.
First of all, they make us look extremely hot. Second of all, sunnies is good. You won't ever want to take them off people.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? These things are designed to see through the bullshit.
Now, the criteria I look at when I'm going out to the shops to go pick a pair of sunnies for myself is really quite simple. I'm going to ask you, Chip, do you love the ocean?
Love it, mate.
Coxy, do you love sustainability?
100%.
And do you love recycling?
Always.
Well, you know what? The sunnies we've got on our noggin right now by Shade Eyewear.
Just do that.
They fit that criteria to a T.
To a T.
To a T.
Well, they fit every criteria, these things.
These sunnies here as well, if you're watching the video, they're made out of a plant-based material. They're fucking durable as well.
Yeah.
They're tough as nails,
Tough
mate.
as nails.
And don't think we're saying that without anything behind it. They're tough as shit.
And here at Mayfield, we never, ever plug anything that we don't believe in. And I've got it on good authority that the owner of this brand is a plumber by trade. And we've always been one to connect dots here. I am too. And I've tested these on the job site, durable, scratch proof, and I'm doing some bad shit, the wrath of blue glue along with that. And these things have been holding up against it, truthfully, and accompanied by early knockoffs. What more could you want for your average Joe?
Local Aussie business as well. He's based in Burleigh. Love a bit of Burleigh sunshine.
He's partnered with Sea Shepherd, helping those pricks catch the whales.
Yeah. Not catch the whales. Stop people from catching the whales. Let's just say that. But guys, honestly, check out Shade Eyewear. These are honestly the best sunnies I've ever had. And I'm not even just saying that because it's a plug. Swear on my life, these are insane.
And how much does it help when it's run by a good fella?
Yeah. And they're honestly, they're very well priced. They come in this little care package, even the finer details, right? They come in a little wood box.
Yeah, this fella doesn't
all the
miss.
aftercare. And they're built to last. That's the biggest thing about it. Yeah. And they're polarized as well. They're good sunnies.
And this month of April, they're doing a deal. If you buy one, you get your second pair for 40% off. Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Why do you need two pairs of sunglasses? Well, boys, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have two pairs of fucking undies.
Yeah. Now, we got a couple of different pairs as well. It's a bit hard to see from this far away, but they're pretty clear. And Chip's got this brown pair that we're all fighting over. So
I will be getting them.
If we're fighting over these pairs of sunnies, that's more of an incentive to buy a couple as well when you're shopping around.
Yeah, there's multiple different colour schemes on the website and whatnot. But most of all, if you pride quality over everything, these are the sunnies for you, along with their values are awesome. They're sustainable, plant-based, and they're also polarized. Yeah. So
what else could you want?
In the bright Australian sun, you've got no fucking worries.
And as we always say as well, look, podcast by mates for mates. These are our mates here at Shade Eye. They're honestly good. Go check them out. Get a pair. Thank you.
Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Mayfield podcast, the podcast by mates, for mates. I am joined with Jordan, Gunslinging, Cocksucking Cox, and Chip Maggot Bag McGrath.
Fitting.
Oh, yeah.
Fitting.
I run out of ideas for the names this week, so these
now
ones...
they're just pure insults.
Just insults. I'm back to insults.
I like it. I like the insults. They're good.
Yeah,
mine are always insults anyway, I feel like. Oh, yeah, pick me.
Oh, my God. It started already, Chip. It's been a good week, guys.
It's been maybe for you. Maybe for you.
It has been a good week for me as well. I will admit on that. We've got a huge episode ahead.
Massive. Once again.
We're on fire. We're going to be talking things later about am I in the wrong? So a bunch of our listeners have actually contributed to this episode, which is awesome. First time ever. And we're going to be letting them know if they're in the right or the wrong in their own personal situations. So
because who would you choose to give insight on anything that could be debatable? Your three best mates sitting on this fucking, what would you call it?
Couch.
Leather fabric couch? What fabric would you say?
Leather and fabric can't be saying the same sentence, but okay.
Definitely not leather.
Definitely isn't leather, but we're sitting on a couch together and it's a zero judgment zone as well. So that's why it's
unless
important.
you say something dumb, then there's heaps of judgment.
Yeah, and all the messages that have been sent to us, you'll hear them later. Some of them are a little bit ooh, but they're all anonymous. And there's no judgment.
One of them's outright fucking weird.
Yeah.
A couple of them are outrageous.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. That'll be good. But Chip, as always,
I'll lead us in, eh? What made me and broke me this week, boys, are the same thing. Mum made me some Afghans. They're called Afghans. Are really nice biscuits, right? And I had two left in the fridge. Woke up the next morning to take 2 to work, 1 for me, and 1 for my tradie that really wanted to try them. And you wouldn't believe it, but there was 1 1/4 left in the box. Now, what broke me is that obviously there's a Afghan thief in my house, but I've recognised who it is, and what's made me is when this prick gets a dessert that he really loves, I'm going to eat 3/4 of it and leave him 1/4.
Have you figured out who stole the cookie?
Yeah. 2 to my right, well-renowned cockhead. He took him because that night he tried to give me a little gift to sweeten me up after taking it.
Now we'll get to this shortly, but I'm very certain that it wasn't me who ate the cookie, and we'll have our arguments very shortly.
You've got an Afghan stain in your shirt.
I don't. I'm not going to look.
He looked down.
He wanted me to check.
He looked down.
I didn't steal this cookie, and if we're all being honest, listeners and us here on the couch, if we're all being honest, who do you think out of us three is the one that's going to be eating the cookies? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I stole my own cookie.
It's a simple case of connecting
dots.
dots.
That's outrageous. Stole my own cookie. Is this prick serious?
To be honest, man, I'm not one to take sides here, but
but you'll take the fatties.
Mayfield has a history of having food fairies. Like previously, if you've listened to past episode, we had the Tim Tam fairy, and now we've got an Afghan fairy.
I was just
not an Afghanistan man.
No, war aside.
No, this is not war related.
No, not at all. It could be.
Also, not,
if it
not
was,
a
it'd be a
shout
HR nightmare.
Not a shout out to the Taliban either.
Yeah, not a shout out to Afghan.
Let's make that clear.
But anyway, so what broke you was someone's eating your cookie. I hope you find out who it was.
What made me is that I do know this person, and I will be taking not the whole thing, but 3/4 of something he truly loves.
That is so fucked. 3/4.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Look who's smiling.
I don't know who's done it. But
that's
anyway.
like almost consuming something and then having a pang of guilt right at the end.
I know this prick, and it wasn't guilt. It was just like an orca playing with its fucking food. A sick game.
Anyway, we'll get to it soon. What made me? I actually forgot to write something down. Sorry,
I ate this really good Afghan.
Yeah, you can get your anger out of me.
No, it says right there, what made me is I look so gun this week.
Yeah, in his sunnies. What broke me is I feel like I've got like chronic fatigue or something, eh? This whole week, I have had zero energy, like absolutely nothing.
I know the answer. I'm telling you, and it's what made me this week. I genuinely believe in this. I'm sorry to jump in on yours.
Go into it.
I was about to say white monsters.
I've been feeling the exact same, and I know we're not notorious for a health and wealth podcast. What I've been doing is as soon as it hits 7:30, like because I've been so fucked lately, like I've been struggling with motivation to go to the gym, just anything, like I'm napping in the afternoon again. This week's been better, and it's because I've been putting my phone on charge, do not disturb, not touching it at 7:30. I'll leave it. As soon as it hits 7:30, I can't touch my phone again for the rest of the day.
I was thinking about doing that this week.
I feel clear-headed.
Yeah, right.
It's fucked.
See, that's
clear-headed.
It's one of the things that I know I should be doing. Like, you should always put your phone down a while before you sleep.
Yeah, what is it? Isn't it until like 3 hours before you sleep?
Yeah, something like that. But dude, Instagram Reels are so good. I just get stuck on it for so long.
Man, I'm telling you, it is genuinely it's like your brain has time to sort of just chill out because you're not consuming all this information in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, okay.
I just don't ever give it up because like you work all day and then you go train in the arvo. By the time you cook dinner and like eat and shit and get ready for bed, like it's like 8 and then all you want to do is like have a bit of like downtime to actually watch something.
Does it actually feel like relaxation time when you're putting your phone away?
It feels like at the moment I'm actively trying to do it. So it's like I'm a little bit restless, but my sleeps have been that much. Like, it feels like I've had deeper sleeps. And for the first time in a long time, I'm waking up awake. I'm not waking up tired. Like, you know when you...
Yeah.
Some mornings in the past, man, I will wake up and I will think to myself, I cannot wait to finish work to go to bed.
To go to bed. See, I'm the same, but I don't do what you do, but I've been just going to bed at like 8:39 and I feel like I'm so much more like the same as you. I don't wake up tired.
Honestly, it is my own fault.
Yeah.
The worst one to wake up
go to bed
tired is when you set an alarm. So it's like 4 and you go to the gym, you wake up at 4, you're like, 10 more minutes, and then you wake up 10 minutes later and then you're fucked.
Yeah. But I genuinely think, because what I've been doing as an alternative is I've been watching like Netflix or YouTube, which like you're still not alone with your thoughts because you've still got stuff on in the background. But I feel like because the short form content we see on our phones, your mind is processing it. So it's like working in overdrive so much. Whereas like with the YouTube,
all these little dopamine hits.
Yeah. I like genuinely, it's changed my whole week.
My brain never works in overdrive. It just works in underdrive.
Yours works in horniness.
All the time. It just works below power.
Is that all you?
Good. I'll try that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
that was good.
preach the gospel then.
No, that was perfect. It's what broke me, so I'm glad I'm getting answers.
I dead set. How about you do it this week and you get back to us?
All right, we'll do.
Fuck, I should charge him for that consult.
Yeah,
and what broke me, I've got 3 things.
Holy
yeah, but they're all pretty funny. So me and one of my mates, Jackson, we went out on the jet ski to the island on the weekend. Anyway, we went to the island, ended up no surf. We're like, this has been a fucking waste of time. So we're just like cruising along the beach and right out past the shark net. And we see this thing like floundering around and we're like, what the fuck could that be? Rock up, man, turtle. Tangled in the shark net.
Oh, not sick.
Yeah, so we
one,
sat
Coxy.
there for like half an hour trying to get it out, but like the poor thing was struggling.
Did you get it out?
No, we didn't end up getting it out, and this is what broke me. So
Jesus
I
Christ.
called the Coast Guard, man. I was like, hey, like the Sunny Coast Guard, hey, just outside the Maroochydore shark nets right now, and we've come across a turtle, and it's like just getting up for breath every now and then.
Yeah.
And we're like, do you know, like, could you pass this information on so someone can come and get it or, like, cut it out and free it and whatnot? The bloke on the phone goes, nah, we don't really do that, eh?
That's so fun.
I was like, oh, well, could you maybe call someone who does? Like, surely you've got the resources there. And he's like, yeah, it's a bit of a tough one on a Sunday, but
No way.
I'll try get round to it. So I was like, oh, okay. I ended up calling like a turtle helpline, a local one, and they sent a boat out which cut it loose.
Oh, sick.
So I was stoked on that.
Oh.
But like,
Yeah, what a tide prick.
the ultimate bout of casualness this dude had over the phone, like almost passing the baton. Not really my problem, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Especially on a Sunday.
it was a big fucker, this turtle as well. Like, you know those
That's so sad.
proper
man.
ocean ones?
Yeah. Like a big green turtle. Is
Yeah.
that- Yeah.
Oh, they'd be so wise, those turtles. Obviously not wise enough to like not swim near the fucking nets, but
I don't
apart from
get
that,
it.
they're wise as.
I do not get it. Like, an animal that's prehistoric like that, you're telling me it's like, surely it's similar to swimming through like a dense bush of seaweed or
Yeah.
something. Like, you're bound to get tangled up.
Yeah.
And instead of like, can turtles swim backwards?
I don't know.
Well, if they can, why don't they just back up after they headbutt the cunt in the first place? Instead, it's like they're just persistent motherfuckers. Like they're like,
too stubborn to
must
turn
swim
around.
through, must swim
I
through.
just don't get how like one turtle we all know very well, Master Uguay. I don't get how he was so wise.
Someone argue taught us, but
And
same.
yeah, but like I'm close enough. Fuck me, dead. That could coach kung fu, but these other ones, predecessors probably, that can't even swim through nets. Like, I don't
Yeah.
really get where it's
Yeah.
going. Maybe they're not the Dragon Warrior or some shit.
I mean, I think if you are actually to cut the net yourself, you get fined heaps to do it. So that's good that you didn't do it, to be fair.
But it's just horseshit though. Like if you have a knife on you, it's the only way to get the thing out. Like
Boy, foreshadowing our segment later, are you in the right or the wrong if you do that?
cut the nets. I reckon you're on the
exactly.
right.
I reckon genuinely
like-
you're morally right, but obviously in the eyes of the law, you're in the wrong.
Is
But
it law,
I'd
though?
take that.
But like sharks going to swim under the fucking things. Like what's the point of them even being there?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what freaked me out when I figured out that. Because I thought like the net went from the top of the water all the way to the fucking bottom.
No.
But
It's like,
like-
what, the first 2 meters, isn't it? Or 3
but it's
meters
like
or something?
What's that going to do to a shark? They don't swim on the top of the fucking water.
Yeah, the
don't know.
bycatch is incredible on those, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, we don't want to get political.
Another thing that broke me is I went and got vaccinations because I'm doing a trip away shortly.
Brainwashed.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not pro-vaccine, but I got typhoid and fucking Hep A, even though I should probably have that as a plumber. $250 later, you can't get rebate on them from Medicare.
Yeah.
I was like, this is financially ruined me.
But
And then
wasn't it extra 300 to get rid of the AIDS?
yeah. Well, they said you're too far gone. We can't treat that. And on to tie the cherry on top, the Sharks lost on the weekend in the footy, so that just fucked me off.
Yeah.
Again.
The Chooks didn't
Sorry,
do it
yeah.
either.
That's all right.
Didn't mean to go on a negative tangent.
Yeah,
then.
now I feel like shit. Sick.
All good.
Leading back to this
wanna see how
cookie
much
thing, Because this cookie incident has actually got me really worried because Chip's really persistent that he's going to get me back and he's going to eat some of the shit that I have in the fridge. And Jacko, we just can't seem to work out who's done this cookie. Chip's certain it's me. I'm certain I'm innocent. So what I want to do is a cookie judiciary.
Okay.
Can you be our jury, our judge?
Sure.
And we'll give us both a minute each to fight our arguments.
Okay.
Coxy,
And then
you go first.
And then no, Chip, you go first.
No, you go first. This is paper rock.
And then what it is, whoever decides at the end who's guilty, who's not, that's it. From here on, that's it. It's problem
Okay.
solved. No
Yeah.
retaliations must happen after this unless you say it's okay.
Do I have to like eradicate any previous bias I've had in the past with past experiences
Yes.
with you
It's,
two?
well, as a jury, as a judge, we probably shouldn't influence you. I reckon you just go off how you feel.
So I
don't know
hypothetically, I don't know you guys.
Say you were in an actual
okay.
court right now, you wouldn't know the like.
Okay.
It'd be a conflict of interest, mate.
Can I just say I feel you've got an out no matter what though. Like if I say you're guilty, then that the court of law that's what stands. Like he can't retaliate. And if I say you're not guilty,
No,
he's still.
if I'm guilty, he can eat something of my food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
which will be happening regardless.
And if
by the way.
no, Chip, if I'm
No,
innocent,
but I didn't agree to this bullshit. Like,
No.
I know it was you. It'll be getting eaten.
just play along. How about
Why-
that?
why
Alright, Suze Paper Rock, who goes
Why don't we
first?
trust the jury of law?
Exactly.
I don't trust him with a fucking breath. Scissors, paper, rock. Alright, you go first.
Alright, you go first.
No, I
You
won.
won.
I won. You go first.
Oh, well, you go in the other room. It's private.
Is it private?
Private minute discussion.
But-
We can say whatever we want. In
No,
private,
but
behind
in
closed
the
doors.
in the court,
that's
mate.
fine.
In the court, that wouldn't happen. We get to hear both
Just go.
arguments.
Just go for a minute.
Jacko, what do you think?
I reckon private.
You're the jury.
I'm private because I can't.
Private,
like-
we get to fight our arguments.
okay.
The other person gets to
But
stay
I don't know
out.
if he's making bullshit up though, because he's making
Just
a whole lot of
fucking do
bullshit
it,
up.
bro.
I reckon he's full of shit. This cunt.
You know what I mean? you know what I mean?
But
Just, Chip, you get a minute as well.
you've
Privately.
got to swear under oath that everything you're telling is a lie.
Yeah, we will.
I mean,
I'll
it's true.
swear. I'll swear on the oath. And Chip, go where you can't hear.
Who's timing? I'm timing.
Oh, no, I'll yell out when to press the timer. Ready?
Go where you can't.
Go where
hear
you
us.
can't hear.
Close that door.
I'll yell out really loud.
Close that door.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I hate the fucking cookie. Wait, and it was the funniest shit ever. He was like, "Do not fucking eat it." He's losing his mind. I was like, "All right, bro." And I was like, "Good night." And he went to bed. And I put on Pink Panther music. And I tiptoed. And I took it out. And I ate 3/4 of it because I knew it'd piss him off more. But I did this because he ate my chicken schnitzel the other week. Oh, that's why I did
okay.
it, to get him back.
Yeah.
But I think just to make him angry, you should say you believe me. Because
How should I frame it?
he always eats cookies.
How should I frame it though? Should I be like, what should your argument be?
That there's 2 other people maybe in the house that could have done it.
Yeah, and that. No, because we need a substantial argument.
That
Because when I give my jurisdiction, I need to say what backed it.
just say he's fat, he'd probably eat the cookie.
Say I've got it on good authority that Courtney told me you eat sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time?
All right, time?
Okay.
All right, cool. All right,
Fucking
sweet.
hell. That
That under oath as well. Under oath.
That was a pretty good case.
Swear on my mama's life. Everything I just said then, Chip, was true.
yeah.
No.
He just
All
swore
right.
on his mum's life.
All right, I'll give you a minute.
Jeez. This ain't an easy job. Yep.
All right, so every time, Coxy the other night asked for one, and every time I asked him for food, he goes, "What are you going to give me?" So I said, "What are you going to give me?" He said, "Nothing." So he's been trying to get to the back fridge all night and try to steal these Afghans. So I took pictures every time I had one to see how many Afghans were left. And at the end of the night, there was 2 left. I wake up in the morning, and there's 1 1/4, right? Fucking robbery. Anyway, I'm telling him all day, he's trying to bullshit his way out of it. Way out of it. That night, he brings me a Rockaberry protein shake to try to like feel sorry for what he's done.
bargain.
Yeah, exactly. He goes, "Oh, we'll call it even here." I was like, "Nah, fuck that." And then I go, "Swear on your mum's life you didn't take it." And he went, "No, I'm not doing that."
He just did then though.
He said, "Swear on your mum's life I didn't take." I said that to him 4 times, and he's walked away. He's like, "No, stop changing the subject." He couldn't swear on his mum's life. So I mean, that's pretty serious, man. Just
Okay.
not swearing on your mum's life.
Yeah.
Like, she's dead if he ate that Afghan.
Yeah, okay. All right. Fuck, this is a hard one.
All right, Chip. Shake hands.
They smell,
luck.
they smell like Afghan, those hands.
I don't know why they would. So from here on, this is how it ends, right?
Has the jury come to
This is how
a
it
verdict?
ends.
The jury has come to a verdict, and I'm so sorry, Chip, but Coxy is not guilty. And if you want my jurisdiction and why?
Yeah.
He pulled up a witness, text messages, on good authority from your partner. It has been proven multiple times that you sleepwalk and eat.
Cool, that is such horseshit.
Now, Chip,
bro,
yeah,
you swore
Chip.
in your mum's life she's dead because that's
Chip,
never happened
Chip,
in my
hey,
life.
Chip, bro, I know it's hard to understand. But
Bro,
you're gonna have to just
shit.
you're gonna have
Props
to
to him, but because you're not a creative person, for you to come up with that, you
you're
must have
gonna
been
have
thinking
to
for a
just come
while.
to senses with it that you are a sleep eater.
Yeah.
And that's done. You can't eat my food.
3/4 of your dessert in the near future is going missing.
And
You lying prick.
another thing is, there's what, 3 others in the house?
My missus, she
Harry?
can't eat Afghans. I was giving Harry them all night. He's had his fair share. And Ash was away.
So he's had a taste
And
of
Ash was
blood.
away. No, because I gave Harry permission. When we went to bed, I gave Harry one. There was 2 left.
He's had a
was
taste of
Coxy.
blood. No, I'm saying he's probably
It was
just eating more
Coxy.
cookies.
But I can't wait. And I was thinking how I'm going to get him back in the future. It's not going to be something like, oh, there's
Bro,
like
he's
there's a
not guilty.
pancake
I'm
there.
not guilty.
It's going to be like he bakes a cake for his like significant other or something
Chip.
in the long time future.
Chip,
Obviously, long time there's future. There,
I know who did it, but I just can't snitch on that person.
Yeah, it was you, bro.
You'll listen.
I asked you
you'll
to
listen.
swear on mum's
you'll-
life. and
you'll
you can
listen-
swear on
you'll-
it.
You've got to
Yeah.
listen to this.
No, I
If-
don't
when you
listen
listen
to
to
the
it,
potty. I don't
you'll
listen to
realise
shit
who did it.
podcasts.
You'll actually believe
I
him.
swear on my mom's life, I told him who ate it.
Buddy, it's
I know
who
who ate
deserves
it.
getting eaten.
I know who
Why
ate
wouldn't you come clean days ago?
I know who ate it. I just can't snitch.
Why
on-
wouldn't you come
I
clean
can't snitch on
days
to
ago?
you.
Because it was espionage.
I don't even know what that fucking means.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Let us know if you
I can't wait to
enjoyed
get my revenge.
Afghan jury duty.
Cookie jury.
It's kind of a
duty.
job, but
Yeah, you chose wrong. Peace. How much?
I don't know, man. You got
How
to
much
listen.
did he pay you?
You got to listen back
You
to
gotta
this.
listen to
It's-
it, Chip.
No, you would have.
You listen to
back
this?
to Coxy came out. It was like, well, no matter what, we'll just piss him off and then we'll just vote me.
That's
vote
not
him
what
as guilty.
No,
would happen
that is
100%.
not what happened. You'll be surprised. You'll know who ate it when you listen back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Coxy. He would have been like, I ate the Afghan.
Yeah,
That's what he would have
similarities to
said.
the Pink Panther.
He would, I would have ate the Afghan.
Yeah. All right. We'll
Your
see
day
you in the
will
next
come, Jordan,
segment.
your day will come.
Hey.
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 All right, here we go.
Amazing.
As we said earlier, our listeners have sent in things and they want us to know if they're in the right or the wrong. So we're going to give our opinions. You'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Jacko, you want to kick us off?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, some of them aren't all our listeners, are they? Some of the personal ones?
Yeah. Personal
Yeah.
ones too. I'll start with
We
the
won't,
personal one.
tell which one's the personal ones and which ones
Just in
aren't.
case.
The first one I've got is, say you're at the beach or some place similar to that. I feel like I've got a lisp this episode.
Yeah, you sound
Am
like
I
it.
tripping?
No, I think you're right.
Am I right?
It's kind of hard to speak down here sometimes. I think it's because how thick the air is between all the farts.
Yeah, say you're at the beach or somewhere similar to that, and you find like a pair of keys or a phone in like an abstract place. Are you in the right or the wrong if you pick up the keys,
That's so
hand
good.
them into the cops, or should you leave the keys there because someone might have put them on purpose?
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so
what
true.
do you do
I
in that
feel like the
situation?
right is handing them in because, like, say you lose your keys. If you can't find them here, the first thing you do is go up and be like, "Hey, has anyone handed them a set of keys?" You know what I mean?
It
Yeah.
depends
Like,
how abstract it is. No, but like, what if
Like,
you
say
lose
it's-
your keys, you'd be looking at that exact spot, be like, where I dropped them here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
It
But
just
then,
pisses you
but
off.
then the next thing would be like, say you're at a beach, you'd go to the lifeguard tower and be like, "Has anyone handed this
Yeah.
in?" Because I reckon it's better off because I think that they'd always come to that conclusion. Don't you reckon?
Yeah,
if you're at the
okay,
beach, they'd
rather-
always come to the conclusion of checking the lifeguard tower for lost property.
yeah, I feel like if they're in a really weird spot, like just in a really unique spot, I'd leave them.
A Jackson spot.
Because I'm like, oh, they're going to come back and get it. But if they're just in the middle of the sand, I feel
Yeah.
like I'd probably.
What would you
hand
do
it in
if
there.
you found them like on the top of a mountain on a rock and there was no one at the top of the mountain?
I'd do it.
Take them and bring them down, or would you
I'd
leave
go on the
them?
Facebook community page. And
Yeah,
post
I'd
it.
bring
But you
them
don't get
down.
reserves on top of the mountain.
No, I just do it when I get down.
But would you bring the keys? But would you bring the keys down with you,
I'd
or be
take-
like, would you be
I'd
like,
take the
oh,
keys
by the
down.
way, your keys are at the top of the mountain?
No, I'd take the keys.
I'd bring him down, I reckon.
I'd bring him down.
Just one of those fickle situations.
Yeah, that is a good one.
So the right is handing them in.
Yeah. Chip, you got one that you want to go?
Yeah.
I've got a long one. if you
Unfortunately, I
want
got
me.
one. I pulled a finger out and there was a bit of shit on the end. Am I in the wrong for not telling her and just wiping it on her sheets and continuing the deed and pretending like nothing happened?
That is fucking outrageous.
Are you in the right for that or in the wrong?
That's our listeners to a T there.
Yeah, that ain't me.
Thanks for clarifying, Chip.
Let's make that one. Hey, Coxy.
I reckon you're in the right not saying anything.
Heat of the moment sort of stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to make them feel insecure.
Yeah.
You know, a bit of poo in your finger.
Yeah, because, but then at the same times, she's got shitty sleeps. Sheets. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but like it depends on the sort of volume of poo on the on said finger.
You're in the right and the wrong because you're in the right for being nice and not letting her feel bad about it, but you're in the wrong for wiping it on her sheets.
Yeah, I don't know where, but you can't come across a winner in that spot.
Yeah.
The best scenario is you wipe it somewhere like elaborate, like maybe on the bottom of the mattress where they'll never find it.
I mean, with shit
on her back.
with shit on your fingers, you're always a loser there.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you nailed it on the head there with if it's like a decent amount of shit.
Yeah, then I
think it's okay. Let's pause the game and
go wipe off or something.
And yeah, maybe go shower or something.
The game won't get resumed after
the thing
that.
is, if you've got a good amount on your finger and you wipe it, then is it the next morning in question if she sees it then and be like, hey, did you like skiddy the bed? Like you don't want that going around about you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still saying you wipe it under the mattress so she'll never find it.
Yeah, or on the carpet, maybe on the floor.
Yeah.
Like a little bit out of the way.
Or
because there's
there's a
going to
puppy
be
in
a
the corner of
time
the
where
room.
she's going to change the sheets and see shit and she's going to think it's you.
Yeah.
So that's just not a good thing.
Or
if they got a pet nearby, just put your hand down.
or do you take the primal route?
Don't say what I think you're going to say.
The primal route, get back to your roots when we were just a simple civilization and we used to hunt in packs and hunt dinosaurs, dingoes, all that and whatnot. And wear it as a symbolism of honor and go with the war paint route.
Oh, fucking Christ.
That's how you'd be in the right in this situation.
Like,
I reckon.
I'm sure there was a time in history where that was an honor. Like
Simba. Lion King shit, Simba.
Like the most prestigious woman of the clan, and you've got your commoners battling out for it. I'm sure there was a moment in time where that was almost you were the guy.
Yeah, that's like a badge of honor.
It's sort of like asking the father for like the hand of marriage.
What? No.
I reckon if you're wiping it as war paint, though, you got to grunt after it.
Okay. All right. Let's move on here.
Sorry, I was stewing on that for a minute there.
This one's a long one, so bear with me as I read it out.
Fuck's sake, Coxy.
It says, me and this guy were dating and it was going really well. We were exclusive. We'd gone on many dates and had an amazing connections a few months into dating. Okay. We started to have doubts. Oh, no, sorry. He started to have doubts about whether or not he was ready for a relationship. And one night he went out clubbing with someone and actually ended up getting with another girl at the club.
Oh.
He admitted to this and apologized for doing it. But his main reason he told me is because he wasn't ready for a relationship. Okay, so he's owned up to it. As bad as that is. Sorry, I'm just pausing halfway through just to get my breath back.
What's that?
It says, I was super upset, but for some reason I was also understanding and thought, look, fair enough, not ready for a relationship, let's just be single. And that's how it's going to be. We ended up splitting up on good terms and both agreed it would be best. I recently started talking to someone. We've gone on a couple dates, but my ex has now found out about him. Him. What?
Just choose one.
My ex has just found out. And it says he is now getting super mad at me about moving on and going on dates because the person I'm dating now works in the same workplace as him, even though they're not close friends. He says it's wrong because he knows that person, but am I in the wrong even though he told me he wasn't ready for anything and semi-cheated on me?
Nah, she ain't in the wrong at all.
No. I don't.
She's gone again. Am I in the wrong for dating someone he works with?
Nah.
No.
Nah, not in that stance. It sounds like he's got a lot of shit he needs to deal with too, by the way.
Yeah.
It sounds like he probably will never be able to date someone for the next decade.
To say something, like I feel like anyone who says they're not ready for a relationship, it's just the ultimate cop-out in the first place. Like when you like someone or you get to know someone, you can tell instantly, like fucking... No, but as in like you can see someone...
What do you reckon?
Like, you know what I mean? Like see someone casually...
Yeah, I know what
without
you mean.
leading them on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if
It sounds like they were.
if you're doing things that couples do and doing shit that
like exclusive,
seems
being
like
exclusive.
a relationship, then it is a cop out.
It seems like that bloke. Like I almost thought it was going to go down the line of like he was going to say like, "Oh yeah, no, I did it to see if I wanted the relationship or if I didn't." And
Yeah.
like, that's pretty.
Yeah,
fucking
I
gross.
feel like you can never be mad about someone obviously moving on when you break up. Like that's just a
Yeah.
given. Like no shit.
and he's dealt with it
But
terribly.
I mean, like just because it's someone you work with, like that's not their fault. Like especially like what this is like if Sunny Coast example, everyone sort of knows everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um,
but like.
I don't think you're in the wrong.
No, not in the wrong, but I have known from not personal experience, but workplace romance is never a good thing.
And like particularly, it's a cop out. It's a cop out as well because at one moment in time he didn't want you enough, but now because your interest is elsewhere, they want you now. It's like
Yeah.
It
That-
seems
that's-
like
that's
he's
what
just
I was
pretty
like-
fucked up.
Yeah,
to
you're
be
not
honest.
you're not in the wrong here at all.
you
Yeah.
can't
At all.
always have the best of both worlds. So
Yeah, you're not in the wrong,
You aren't
and
in the wrong
I'd
because
also-
you've done the right thing and moved on. In the first.
I'd also space yourself away from this ex as far as possible because he seems fucked.
All right. There you go. There's your answer.
I've got another personal one. I haven't done this, but I want your thoughts on it.
So why
so
say
is it
personal?
Well, because it's one I thought in my own head. It's
Okay.
not a listener's
All right,
story.
fair, that's good.
So,
Dude, if you want to say you got a really good thinking brain, just say so. Like.
no, say you're living at your house, right, and you have a house invasion.
Okay.
16-year-old boys. Let's go 14. Let's go the worst thing ever. Is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong if you catch a pair of 14-year-old boys breaking into your house and you flog the shit out of them?
It is completely in the right.
Yeah.
But it's so annoying because the law in Australia, you're in
Yeah.
the wrong. I reckon if someone's in your house, especially these fucking little essays, you should be able to defend yourself.
That's probably
Yeah.
the only good thing about the USA is the whole trespassing
Is you
laws.
just shoot an essay if it broke into your house.
Yeah, well,
Like they're stealing
yeah.
cars and shit and getting away with it.
I reckon there's a video that went around at the moment of some little prick trying to steal someone's bloke's car.
Oh, the big
And then
leather
he's got
shotgun?
CCTV and he grabs him. The kid's trying to run away. He grabs him, pulls him back into his home out of camera sight, and flogs the shit out of him, and then drags him by the ankle out of it.
I think you're in the right to defend yourself and make the kid regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're obviously not in the right to like kill the kid.
Yeah, like,
Like, I think maybe like
He is
let's draw a
14.
line there.
You make a public display of him. You like lynch him from a tree out the front.
I feel like you can give him a good flogging and like scare him, and he'll never do it again. But if he's like unconscious, probably don't start gutter stomping him. And shit.
Yeah.
To play the other side though, could you do the same thing without hurting him and just giving him a scare?
Nah,
Like,
you'd have
do you
to give
reckon-
him a good hit to scare
I reckon
him.
you're always in the right if you give him a scare.
Yeah, but the
as
scare
in,
has to be with
should
a
you
bit of
choose the
violence.
scare over like immense
Actually-
violence?
No, but like, what do you
Depends
what
on
do you
the
think about
situation.
scaring? You're gonna dress up in a mask and like see him on the CTV and jump around a corner and go, boom.
Pull outside with the gel blaster.
No, I
Or
think
something like
you
that.
get him and you give him a couple good fucking punches.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, punching him's gonna scare.
And
as
but like
well.
if they have like a knife, I reckon you should be able to beat them unconscious.
I agree with you. I think you should have the right to defend yourself.
100%.
Particularly
what.
on your own property. I reckon
Yeah.
it's fucking
I-
bullshit.
100%. But like, I'm not talking about like someone just in your front yard on the footpath.
Yeah, that-
you know how
yeah.
some Americans get mad about that. Like,
yeah,
you're
we're
just
not
losing
talking
it.
about a casual person like
Like,
walking out of the surf.
We're talking like you wake up and someone's in your room. Like I'm
Yeah.
going nuts if that happens.
I feel like if you're old enough to break into someone's house, you're
Yeah.
old enough to get flogged.
Yeah, if you got the intent to go and steal someone's shit, you should have the intent to cop a hiding.
Yeah.
yeah.
A hiding.
Yeah.
Oh, hiding. That's a good one.
Another one from one of the listeners. I scrunch my toilet paper when I wipe. Am I in the right or the wrong?
I reckon you're in the wrong for scrunching. That's
Age
just,
old
I think
that's
heaps
just
of
me.
chicks scrunch though, don't they?
No,
When they're
heaps
peeing
of,
and stuff.
heaps of dudes scrunch. The listeners that sent it in were all dudes about the scrunching.
Oh, right.
You know, for me, it's situational. At work, I scrunch because the paper is
So thin.
fucking thin.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And I'm bound to finger myself if I don't.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
that would
That's
suck.
why I don't scrunch.
At home, in the luxury of my own,
Of triple
in
ply,
my own comfort.
the luxury of triple ply.
Yeah. Of paper blessed by the gods, I fold.
yeah.
there is a certain luxury of having triple ply, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's one of the all-time great things in life, really.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was in a nice restaurant the other night and had to do some of my business, whatever. It's no big deal,
In a
guys.
restaurant.
Yeah, so I took a little break at half time, and it was a really, really expensive restaurant, and it pissed me off that they had single ply toilet paper. Like, we're spending fucking $38 on a pasta here, loving 48 on the garlic.
Can we name drop it? Is it who
and you're going to let me go to the bathroom and pretty well finger myself? Like, what's up with that?
Brave taking a shit in that restaurant as well. Yeah. That is a fancy restaurant that you're talking about.
Have you ever done a shit in a club?
No.
Nah.
Never. Have you?
No, I haven't.
You seem like the type of guy that definitely would.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm surprised.
And lied about it on a podcast.
You got to be a certain type of person to be mid-boogie, go take a shit and come back.
But like, to be fair, if it hurts, once you get one out, imagine how much lighter you'd be moving around on the floor after.
But like, I could just... Dude, I don't like really shitting that much in public, to be honest. Like...
I will if necessary.
Yeah, if necessary, of course. I'm not going to shit my pants. But like, I would avoid it at all costs, pretty much. Unless I
One of the highlights of my night
fucking
when I was like 18, 19, used to be heckling the dude who's doing a shit in the shitter, like banging on the cubicle and all that. Like, you right in there, mate?
Yeah. That's like when you get caught doing a shit in school. That rattled me one time. I got caught in year 2 doing a shit in school, and I never did a shit again, even throughout high school. Never again.
Yeah, you start seeing these toilet paper bombs coming out.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in the trenches.
Like, there's like cups of water flying at you. Like, are you serious?
Like, imagine a nightclub. That's even worse, getting caught in there doing a shit. Like, fuck that.
Or when you're doing a piss in the urinal and your mate's next to you and they start pissing on your foot or something. Like,
yeah, bro. You're the only one that... You're the only one that does that to your mates.
What?
I forced my dog to listen to your podcast. Is that right or wrong? Right, obviously.
Do you want your dog to live longer or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
enough said.
P.S. I also had the peanut butter jar out. I'm not sure that is.
That's
about,
weird.
But, right.
What about this one? To me, family is everything. I'm super close to my immediate family, cousins, aunties, uncles, you name it. Okay, so the whole thing. Although on my mum's side, I've barely spent any time with her parents, my other grandparents in brackets. We only talk once a year, and most often it's only just a text message. I naturally feel distant because of this. In their messages, they always say that they love me, but I always feel ingenuine saying it back.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't feel like I do love them like my other family members. Am I in the wrong for not saying it back?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I reckon it's one of those...
I can almost reason with this one.
It's family though. Like, I know that like you might have one side of your family that you do like love a lot more, but I feel like you just have to say like love you dear grandparents.
And at the end of the day, what's 3 words? Like, whether you mean
say that.
Yeah.
No, but...
I think your missus listens to this.
No, but as in like, if that's going to make you feel better and them feel better about everything, and I'm like, there's no harm in doing it.
It is. I do understand the part where just feeling ingenuine about it, especially if they're distant.
I don't reckon it'd be more of an ingenuine, more just like, you know, you've got so much love for the other side that maybe it's just dulled a little bit more. You reckon that?
Yeah.
But it is hard. Like, they only talk once a year. I can actually sort of reason with that a little bit, but I feel like for the sake of it, you should just say that, because you never know. Like, what if they can't travel to you, or what if they don't see you much because of other reasons as well?
That they
might get a lot out of those text messages.
Yeah, it might be the one thing that keeps them going.
Yeah.
I don't think you're in the wrong for feeling that way, but...
No.
But I'm going to say you are in the wrong.
But I think you're in the wrong if you just don't...
If you don't say it back.
Don't say it, yeah.
Especially if it's family, I feel like family, you kind of have to.
And like,
Kinda have to.
seriously, white lies aren't bad.
Yeah. Another one. Am I right or am I wrong? So I know this bloke who has a girlfriend, and we've been to a few festivals with the same group. His girlfriend is boring and doesn't know how to have fun, so they are never out together. We always end up having a cheeky flirt and dancing together. He always initiates it, as I know it's bad, but it just naturally ends up happening. I just thought he has a wandering eye, but last weekend he told me if he didn't have a GF, he would be with me. I'm in 2 minds about this, as I'm unsure if he's actually genuine or if he's just a fuckwit who probably should have a girlfriend. Feel like I'm in the wrong though, because I'm aware of the girlfriend, but I just let it happen.
Ooh,
that's a fucking hard one.
That's a good one.
Such a shit spot.
I've got a couple opinions on this.
I reckon, like, if you know he's got a girlfriend, you shouldn't be entertaining it at all.
I mean, if you're looking to see something with this dude,
oh my god.
First of all, he's in the wrong completely for doing this while he's got a missus,
and you're in the wrong too.
If you're questioning whether you should be with him or not, just know if he's doing it to his missus, he'll do it to you.
Yeah, well said. Well said,
know?
Jordan.
Exactly.
Like
Well
if
said,
he's,
Jordan.
If he's willing to do it now, he's going to do it to you as well.
And you are in the wrong if you're allowing it.
Yeah, you got to put a stop to that. Imagine
Entertaining stuff like that. I always look at things from like the extreme, particularly with stuff like that. Imagine if that chick that he's seen has a bit of shit going on and that's like the last straw for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's heavy, but that's
You don't want to
Nah,
be,
but
you don't want
it's
to
true.
be, yeah, you don't want to be in the middle of like a 13 reasons why. You
Yeah.
don't want to be
You-
the 13th reason.
You don't want to be a home wrecker as well.
yeah, exactly. And like reputation stays around too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially on the
That's
sunny
well.
coast. Shit's
The-
a small place.
The thing is as well, you don't ever look right in this situation as well
Yeah.
because you look like you're trying to split up a relationship.
Yeah.
You stain your
if
name.
She would be mad at you rather than the boyfriend, which is obviously she'd
Yeah.
be mad at both, but it'd be
She'd
more
be more
directed
mad
at you.
She'd be trying to like think, oh, the boyfriend wouldn't do
You
that.
should stop
manipulate
egging it
her."
on. If he doesn't want the relationship, then he should just get out of it. But just know he'd do the same to you. And you'd never have that trust as well. If you dated him, you'd know that if he went out clubbing and you're not there, he's probably dancing on
Oh,
another
she
chick.
said she's not close with the chick, hey?
No, she's
Yeah,
not.
because you could. It's almost the right thing to go tell her about that, but
I would
leave
just,
that in
I
your
would just
court.
keep yourself
yeah.
away from that situation entirely.
Pretend it's
I
COVID.
wouldn't take the hey girly approach and message her and tell her what's going on. I would more have that conversation with him if it
I would
happens
take
again
that
and be
hey
like,
bitch approach.
no. I'd be like, you can't keep doing this. It's just wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck, we're wise, eh?
God, we're good, eh?
We're like that poor old turtle that got stuck in the
Everyone's listening going, these cunts are fucking crooked, eh? But we think they're awesome.
A guy asked me out. He's 19 and I'm 25. I do like him, but is this an unacceptable age gap? I said no to him, but still see him time to time because of mutuals. He didn't know I was much older when he asked me out. Would he even still like me now?
So 19 and 25.
Yeah.
I mean, once you pass, once you pass
20, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Once you
we'll say 20.
Once you hit 19 though, like it is actually acceptable for an age gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents had a massive age gap.
Yeah, you can get away with that. Like let's say he's like 22 and you're 16, then fuck no, obviously. But like if you're 19, 25, I know heaps of people that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do find it weird though too, because when I was 19 and I'm only 22 now, the difference in my life between 19 and 22,
Yeah, it's huge.
like
Yeah,
the balance has
I had
changed
nothing sorted.
so much.
Yeah.
And like particularly at 19, we were rogue as fuck. And at 19, chicks are usually mature as fuck compared to blokes. So if you're 25, you're going to be way more mature than him.
Oh,
in the
is
first
she
place.
is she older?
Yeah, she's 25.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I thought he was older.
Like at 19, I was still struggling to tie my shoelaces and still am. And while my partner was building rocket ships.
I was gonna say it's normal for like a lot of people say it's normal for the dudes to be older because they mature later.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's a good dude at 19.
Yeah, fuck it.
Like, why not? You know what I mean?
Some people do mature way earlier.
Yeah,
as well.
I don't
100%.
reckon it's wrong by any means.
Yeah.
If everyone,
Yeah.
if both playing fields are mature and fucking
Yeah.
want
But
the same
as long
thing,
as long as they both know the age, then it's sweet.
then
Yeah.
go for gold.
I
If
don't
he thinks
reckon
you're 20, probably telling a bit much more of a white lie there.
And look, if he didn't even realise the age gap as well, then I don't think it's going to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I
He'll
mean?
just start calling you a cougar.
Yeah. And that's hot.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves a cougar.
100%.
Everyone.
Yeah, you're not in the wrong. I reckon you should go rekindle that if you're interested.
Go for it.
Ignite that flame
Yeah.
if
Is
you
that-
want to take the primal route.
Is that it?
Oh yeah, it
There you
is.
go. If you guys got more and if you guys enjoyed that, send them through to our DMs and we can do another segment in the future about that as well.
This month, like we spoke about in last episode, is we're touching on topics again.
Yeah.
You know?
And be ready. I believe the shock collar's coming back.
It is so back. Fully charged.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Before we
Is it in?
Reef the Getty.
Before we wrap this up, we got a couple little messages and voicemails from some listeners that we'll just share. Don't know if they're going to be good or not, but we'll see. I'll start off with a message though from Kate. She's asked us to recommend her and her classmates some senior pranks to do.
Prawns in the AC system.
They're in the mood to do the damage. Yeah, prawns in the AC. Rang a round up. That's a good one.
Draw a dick on the soccer field with petrol and then light it on fire.
Yeah, you got to do that one at night though.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
so good. That stays there for weeks. Just a huge dick on the oval.
Don't do that. We
Throw
don't
water
condone
balloons
that.
at your teachers.
Yeah, we don't. We don't condone these, and we've never done
The
them as well.
prawn. I've heard of a story about the prawns, and it ruined the whole school. So that's a good one to do.
Yeah,
Also creates more work for the local economy, which is always good.
You're doing a good
it's
thing.
always a good thing. Always a good thing. Third one would be like just light the school on fire.
Commit arson.
And we got a voice memo from Cooper.
Oh,
Sick.
Coops.
How you going, boys? I was just wondering, for your walkout, I was thinking, fucking Ram Ranch. That'll get you going, boys.
Ram Ranch.
I'll put you through it.
Do you know what Ram
No,
Ranch
no,
is?
So,
It's
I
like,
don't know what Ram Ranch is.
nah.
Should I play it?
No, we might
no,
get
we get
copyrighted.
copyrighted. Oh, yeah. Also, if you notice, heaps of our episodes have been taken down. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, heaps of our episodes have been
Check
taken
the
down.
fucking emails, Jacko,
all
for God's sake.
copyright
what
shit.
for though?
All copyright.
Songs.
What have we been?
When we used to put 30 second songs at the
okay.
start.
Yeah,
so,
didn't we look into that? Wasn't it like that's how we got around it? Was putting
yeah,
30 seconds.
it used to be allowed, but they've just changed all this shit. So there's a lot of old episodes
Nice,
that have
we'll
been
shout
taken
out to
down, which is kind of sad. Some old memories just
Disappeared in a fucking heartbeat.
gone. Just
Oh,
gone.
like that prick isn't making enough money on his boat.
Yeah.
Who's the prick on the boat?
Who's the bloke that runs Spotify? Is that famous fella?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jeff
Bill
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
He's Amazon. All right, this voice memo is from Luca.
Same prick.
I just wanted to leave you guys a voice memo because I'm watching the new potty right now. Me and my mate are sitting here on YouTube watching it about a minute 20 in, and I don't know how I'm feeling about Chip's hair. It almost looks like there's a little ding-a-ling hanging down the middle of his forehead.
Yeah, it always fucking does, eh?
You do have that
one
little
curl,
curl.
it's a pain in the ass.
You've got curls
Is it
that
there
won't
today?
quit. Nah, it's
Yeah,
not.
sometimes it just sits here all fucking day, and like I'm about to cut it off.
Oh,
Okay.
don't cut it off, man.
Fuck, Jesus.
Yeah, that's an extreme approach.
But it's just so annoying.
No, that's all right,
Man, you look pretty. Fucking, you got curls that won't quit, and you got a great attitude as well.
Fuck it, oh, yes. Get around
And last one here we got from Jackson.
Not me.
Listen to the tale of cringe over there, and it got me thinking. Now, this is fucking yarn, boys. My best mate one night is on the phone to this chick who he claims he has nothing with. Like, apparently they're just friends, and I hear him go, "This is the cringiest thing I've ever heard in my life," and he hangs up the phone, and he softly tries to hide it and goes, "I love you, baby." And I looked at the con and I said, "Bro, there's no way you said that." And he goes, he's just going, what, I didn't say nothing. I was like, "Nah, man, that's cringe, con. You can't be saying that shit." And then he's like, "No, I didn't even mean it, eh? Like, I was fucking with her. I just say it because she likes it."
Wow. Love is love, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something used for Pride Month, is it? Love is love. Love is beautiful. Is what I
Yeah,
was meant
love
to say.
always wins.
Love always does.
You can't be
It does
be
win.
shaming your mates for saying that.
No. I don't think he was shaming it for saying it. He was shaming it for saying it like trying to get their way with it. Like, I love you.
Yeah,
man.
like hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Blame
you're
him
gonna
for that,
say it,
for
be
sure.
confident, man.
Say it with your balls, because that's where it comes from.
She had it from the rooftops, I reckon.
You say, I fucking love you, cunt.
to your mate though, who's backpedaling, grow some fucking balls, mate.
Yeah.
You're a fucking loser.
That cunt sounds like he's built out of butter.
Yeah, saying, "Oh, I just say it because she likes it."
It sounds like this.
so
Yeah, it sounds like this cunt saying anything to hit. Like
Nonchalant final boss.
Yeah, like shut up. Anyway, that's it. Make sure you guys rate our episode 5 stars if you do enjoy it. Even if you don't enjoy it, just rate it 5 stars.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, don't be a prick.
yeah, don't be a loser.
Make sure to check out our mates at Shade Eyewear as well.
Yeah.
Get around him. Song
Month
of the
of
week.
April, 40% off your second pair. Go get them.
Song of the week this week, boys. Feel the Friction by Sam Alfred Jacko. You'll like that one.
Feel the friction.
I even
eh?
like the fucking.
It's a really nice song.
The
It's also
title.
a vibe too. And then LFI, something to leave with you guys for the week, the rest of the week, by Matthew McConaughey. If you're going to do it, do it. Say what you can do what you can say.
That's insightful.
I like that.
And we don't follow this when it comes to the podcast. We follow this in our normal life. So
Yeah. We're trying to be better when it comes to the party.
Yeah,
We're
by
trying
the
to
way,
stick
guys,
to our word.
merch is coming. Jesus Christ.
It is coming, but
Yeah, you
it's
are.
just a matter of when.
Good boy.
Just whenever it gets it out of
Good
us.
boy.
Anyway, thanks for listening.